Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I am coming to you all today with a cast off Thursday video. Why the emphasis, Dana? Because it has been an extremely long time since I have done a cast off Thursday video. And on my last cast off video, I told you all that I was going to be tackling some larger projects. And the larger projects means that I need more time. But my personal commitment to my cast off crew is not only in watching their videos, but in making sure that I update you all at least once a month. So this is going to be my January cast off crew video for cast off Thursday. If you're interested in seeing what I have going on, and actually today I have pretty much, two completed projects. And so I'll show you on the other side of the intro. If you decide not to hang around, I hope to see you all, whether it's in my next cast off video or for my Yarn Crafters chat or even my Dream Chasing series. So take care, and I look forward to speaking with you all hopefully sooner than later. But for everyone else that is sticking around, go ahead, grab your projects, grab your tea, and I will meet you on the other side of the introduction. See you in a bit. Okay, hello everybody, this is Dana. I am coming to you all today with my Cast Off Thursday video. I only have a couple of projects to show you, but I'm excited about showing them to you. I'm not going to show you what I'm working on right now in this video. I'm going to show that in my Yarn Crafters chat video, and that will make it so that every video pretty much has its own content, not a whole bunch of doubling up. Because I'm noticing that for the people that watch one, they typically watch the others too. So I don't want you to feel like you're hearing the same thing twice. Now, if I just repeat it because I'm having a senior moment, then I can't help that. So today I have both a crochet project as well as a knitting project that I have completed this month. One of my goals, not only in wanting to tackle larger projects for 2014, is to get rid of some of my ongoing projects. Now, does that mean I will never have more than one project going on at one time? Never. I know, well, maybe one or two crafters that can just do one project and stick to it. No, not I. I want to keep it low though. I have one project right now going on that I can just pick up at any time. I don't need to have a pattern. It fits in my purse. It fits in my bag. And so I can pretty much assume that once that particular one is done, I'm going to start either another one with that same pattern or something similar, because I really am enjoying it, even though it's really boring. It keeps your fingers moving though. And so another thing is that I wanted to make sure that to my channel I add some diversity, in a sense of making sure that I not only share my newfound overwhelming love of knitting, but also my crocheting, because for a while I realized that I was showing a lot of knitting projects and it made it seem like I wasn't crocheting anymore, but I am. It's just, to me, the crochet projects that I were doing were not very eventful unless it was something big, because usually when I do crochet now, I tend to stick to the larger projects, blankets, throws, afghans, lapghans, those types of things. And to me, they kind of look the same, but people are asking to see them. And so they may be like me in that I gift a lot of crochet. I gift more crochet than knit. And I'm just realizing that as I'm saying it, but I just do. So anyway, on to what I have today. I'm going to show you, okay, I'm going to show you this first because it's really not complete, but it is in its own way complete, and I hope to be talking some more about this soon. This is my finished swatch for my project that I hope to cast on in the next day or so. It is, I'm going to bring it up close. I am going to be casting on for, it was in one of my haul videos not too long ago, and it was a book that I purchased from, I believe it was from Knit Picks. I believe it was from Knit Picks. It was called Knit Swirl. Now, that particular project calls for about 1,600 yards of yarn. Not one that you want to play around with, okay? So I bought the yarn. Now, this was the very, very, very first time that I sat down and really did a swatch. Now, this is bigger than normal, as you can probably see. I'm going to talk more about getting gauge and swatching later, but I wanted to show this because, number one, I'm so super proud of it, even though I messed up and whatever. Also because this was the first time that I did the entire process. And this particular author actually had a specific way that she recommended you get gauge for her projects, and I did it as much as I could to the T, due to the fact that it's so much yarn. Like, who wants to get your gauge off and start knitting on something of that magnitude and have to buy more yarn, or not have or run out of yarn, or whatever, or have too much yarn, which I probably wouldn't have been able to help because I bought the yarn already. And for any of you that don't know, I mean, gauge is the same thing whether you're knitting or you're crocheting, particularly when it comes to any type of apparel or something that has to fit somebody or something. Your gauge is meant to ensure that you are coming up with the same measurements as the designer or the author of the pattern. So in this particular case, because the project is so big and it uses so much yarn, it was important to not only match up the yarn type as far as the elasticity of the yarn, the draping of the yarn, but also dealing with the needle size and the gauge as far as the measurement. And so she had this really long, drawn out, post, which I just went through and took my time. And it took me a long time because I just wanted to get it right. Another thing with this gauge is that this swatch, well, I guess technically not swatch, is that once I was all done, I blocked it. I blocked it and everything, and then I did the measurements. And in the past, when I've done a gauge, I would do just a little small piece, measure it, and pull it out so I can use that same yarn. So this time, me blocking it and making sure, and then doing the measurements was a big deal for me. So anyway, yeah, it's not that cute. I'm going to do something with this, though. I'm not going to tell you all yet because I haven't figured it out. But I just had to show this. Okay. Next, since that was knit, I'm going to show you, actually I'm going to show you my other knit one because my crochet one is pretty big and I'm going to just have to pull it all out. This is my very first cowl pattern. Well, let me take that back. Not my first cowl pattern. My first cowl that I did knit design. And so here it is. And it is very, very, it's very drapey. You put across your shoulders. I don't want to kind of, it can be doubled up. And I'm not going to do that just because this is a gift. So, I have one last step to complete for it to be finished. I am going to block it today, and I'm doing that because I did my edging a little bit different, and so I want to just make sure that the edge lays nice and flat, and I just love the texture. This is done with 100% this is a wool. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Daily. It's the I can't think of it right now. I'll have more on this coming up on my blog. I just wanted to show it because it's complete, and I've spent so much time doing this, and I love the texture. I love the look. I just, yeah, I'm excited, I'm proud of it. So that is my knit project, and Lastly is my crochet project. You're going to recognize the colors immediately if you've been following me for any period of time for the past at least couple months. Here we go. And voila. Do you recognize the colors? This is from the leftover yarn from the How About Those Boys in Dallas Cowboys inspired blanket that I did for my husband. And this is a blanket for my son. So I'm going to stand up because this is a granny rectangle and it's extremely big. Okay. See the colors? I just used the yarn that I had. And it's about 5 feet, 5.5, about 5 feet long, and about, I guess, about 3 feet wide or so. Now, what's different about this blanket? Okay, I gotta tell you a story. I custom made this blanket for my son. Not the granny rectangle part, other than the dimensions that I probably, if I had to make another one, I would do it a tad bit different. But that's kind of what happens when you wing it. But I did this for my son knowing that he is like me. He is always cold. And I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know quite yet what I wanted to do. So I started crocheting this blanket. And as I was going along, I decided how I was going to make it different. And the decision was made to make the blanket with a hood. Now, yes, it's drapey, but look. Okay, let me put it on the blanket. Oh, and it's not just a hood, it's a detachable hood. How? I'm going to show you all real quick. If you would like a detailed video, like a show and tell video showing this blanket, put it in the comment box below. If not, then we'll just see it here, and then you all can just tell me what you think about it in the comment section. So I just, oh, it's actually detachable. I mean, did I do it? 1, 2. Oh, it's detachable with buttons, and I'm gonna explain to you why I did it that way. Here we go. Oh, that's why. I want to, I'm attaching this, but this made me think about bringing the discussion up in my Yarn Crafters chat with a little more detail when it comes to customizing your own projects. So here we go. Because you all know, I mean, anybody that's been following me long enough knows that I pretty much customize most of my projects. So here are the buttons attached to the project, and now it makes this, I have to straighten it back, sorry, put it. Now my son is a gamer. I'm trying to bring it around. I should have done it on the long side, but I didn't. And I guess I should turn around so you can see the back. I stuck with the granny pattern. And it does. Okay, my son's a gamer. This is not like the business or cute right now. My son's a gamer. He loves to sit on his computer and design games and all that other stuff. And he's usually cold. One of his favorite jackets of all time has been, he received the same type of jacket, exact same jacket, when he was probably about 5 or 6 years old from a friend. And it turned into his favorite jacket to where he would never get rid of the jacket. And so my friend bought him another jacket, hunted it down because the place no longer sold them, and found one and bought another one when he was probably about 14 years old. So about 10 years after the first purchase. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, it was like 8 years after the first purchase. And it has a hood because of the warmth. And so when I made this blanket, I wanted it to be something a little bit different to go with his personality. Number one, because he's not that much of a sports fan. And I knew the color combination would be more geared towards my husband because of the Dallas Cowboys colors, and I had the yarn left over. But the other part is that he does love shades of blue. So I did use more of this, what's called, I think it was called Cape Cod blue, just to mix it up a little bit. He likes shades of blue. But in the end, this hood was like the selling point for him. And he's been waiting for me to record this video so that I could give him this blanket. But I wanted to make it detachable because I didn't know if he'd think it was cool since he didn't know I was making it. The other reason is because since it's a granny rectangle, one side is shorter than the other. It's actually almost half the size difference. And so I wanted it so that if he's on the computer and he's like typing, he can attach the hood to the shorter side and it will still drape over his body without, and let his hands be free without the width being that long width, because the width is over 5 feet. And then but when it's on the long side, he can put it in the middle or towards the end and wrap it completely around his body. So this is it. I totally made up this hat. This is kind of cool, this hat. Let me do something else with it. Now I could stretch this out a little bit further to get more tension. I didn't want that because I wanted it to be kind of free, and it's extremely warm while having the coverage. You could easily do the same pattern and maybe do a drawstring around it to cover it in on your face, but this is meant to be an inside type of ordeal. It could even be attached onto the studio, the stadium blanket that I made in the other video, because if you were watching a game, I mean, that would be great if you were outside and you could take it to like maybe a high school game, especially as cold as it's been here lately. Okay, so I'm going on and on. Let me take it off. So that's that. Let me detach this and show the hood once again. Here's the back side. When it's attached, I attached it with buttons. And I just used the buttons that I had. That's why they're not anything special. And here is the hood up close from the back. Okay, so I hope that waiting the past, what's been 3 or 4 weeks for this video has been worth your wait. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know in the comment section. I always love interacting with my viewers and people that watch my videos, because I do appreciate you watching. If you have any questions about seeing this, again, I'm gonna call this the KJ set. That's his little like nickname, but not, you know, the KJ hooded blanket. Let me know. I did take some pictures that I plan to put on the blog, but I haven't decided how much or how little or whatever that I'm going to do, because he is ready for this, and so I'm going to be turning it over to him as soon as I stop recording. And so what else? I look forward to sharing more with you about my cowl pattern. Maybe even ask for some testers if anybody's interested in being a tester for that pattern. That'd be really cool. If you are, put that in the comment section too, and we'll see. If there's not, then I'll just keep moving. So as always, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. I'll look for another Yarn Crafters chat coming up, and I'm going to talk to you all a little bit about when winging it goes wrong. And both of these patterns are actually ones that I kind of did on the go. Not the cowl, because I did draw it out and write it out first, but I still had to make adjustments. And then this pattern, and so I want to talk about how to make adjustments and how to make corrections and how to make it your own. So look for that. And that is it. Oh, and I do have a little haul that's going to be on there too. So that'll be out this weekend. Take care and have a fantastic day. And don't forget to tell me in the comment section I had a question down, I forgot. Oh, if you want to see a show and tell with the KJ hooded blanket. And that's it. That's it. And tell me what you're working on, as always. I look forward to seeing you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye. I almost totally forgot, so I'm having to add this back in. My daughter wanted to show you all something, and here they are. We have called these Kiki caps with K's because her name is Kiara, and she has been making these. They're almost, I would consider them like a mini beanie style hat with the knitting looms. And so it's kind of hard for me to show you with the ponytail. But what she does is she wears them back. It's kind of like my mini beanie that I made hand knit, and then you wear your hair forward and it covers the back. Actually, I could wear this. Um, and so here's some that she's made up. This is a light pink, and I'll come up close. They're really pretty thick. She makes them with two strings of yarn at a time. Purple, turquoise. Oh, and also they're all brimmed. I think they're all, yeah, they all have a brim. Here is a variegated, and this one is a tad bit bigger. Really soft. And this is a variety of yarns. She, for her birthday, received a lot of yarn. Yes, my child got yarn for her birthday. Here's another variegated that is pinks and purples. And this final one, which is, I guess is more like, almost like a baby colors, but more of, I consider these Easter colors. But here's the last one. And yeah, here are her Kiki caps. And so, yes, she wanted me to show you all these. And so I look forward to well, I'm going to just insert this in somewhere so you'll know why. Talk to you in a bit.